Hello, families. I'm going to create this short video for you just to let you know how to log into the web page and access the Zoom classes and digital books and all the First Communion content you will need for this year's faith formation. So you'll need to know, of course, the web page for our parish, which is stansLodi.org right here. Once you know this one, go ahead and write it down on a piece of paper. Find a browser. I'm going to be using Google. And then just here you will enter that address. Once you enter it, then you are now on our St. Anne's webpage. And you're able to always refer back here for any new updates and to know what's going on here at our parish, especially during these times. So to access the First Communion, on this yellow ribbon, locate the Religious Ed. You don't have to scroll below, just directly where it says Religious Ed, click on that. Now you are on our main faith formation or religious education webpage. And you'll have also the access here to our Facebook in case you want to join any of our events that are coming up as well. The next step is to find this middle box here, which is a 2020-2021 online formation access. So the best thing about this process is that you'll be able to access the classes no matter where you are, or also what device you use, whether it be your phone, tablet, or computer. You can just log in through the web page. So now we're going to go ahead and click on the backpack. And you are on the page that gives you a way to access any of the online formation programs. So we will find the First Communion, which is this option in blue. Once you find it, you will click on it. All of these are protected by a password. They are protected by a password which have been sent out to the families and not to be given to anyone else. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And where it asks you for the option to enter the password, you're going to go ahead and enter it. And then we will click submit. And you can, if it gives you the option to save that password, go ahead and do that. That way it's easier for you to access this page. So now you are on the First Holy Communion page. And I will quickly guide you through this. This is, the first button is to return to the home page. The link again for forms, how to access that. And then the link for any of the masses that are being streamed here at St. Anne's. Next, we have this blue section. And so it gives you the information for how to access the Zoom classes. So up here you have the Zoom password in case you need it, and also instructions for here how to access the classes. So here are also the next dates for your Zoom classes, which is December 9th and the 13th, and the time from 6 to 7. And we will continue to be updating all this information as the year goes on. So now you have these three options. And this is the way you're going to access your Zoom class. So all of them each one of them has the catechist name whom you will be meeting with. So by this time, hopefully you already know who's the catechist that you are meeting with. So we have Mrs. Kathleen J. and Angie Rogan, Mrs. Mariví Quesada and Rhonda Oaxaca, and then Rudy Contreras. So you simply just click on this box of whichever catechist you're meeting with, and it should launch the Zoom link, and you're able to access the class or into the class on these dates and at this time. And just follow the steps that Zoom asks. Connect to the internet audio or connect to your microphone and video. Then below you have the First Communion documents for those in preparation for First Communion, and also the recording of the parent orientation video that we had at the beginning of the year. We will continue to add more information here as well. So if you open this up, any of these bars, you have here the how to access a web page, the instructions. So if you want to have that printed, you can just open this document here and you can print that yourself. Then you have the requirements that are for First Holy Communion, and just open this document, you'll know what will be required. And then the welcoming letter for the parents and the media release form. So if you can, we do want all the students to have the form filled out. You can go ahead and click on this and print it, and you can sign it and mail it to the office or drop it by here in the office as well. I'm going to close that up. Next, you have the parent orientation video. This is a recording of it in case you need to refer back to that. Now you have how to access the digital books for each of these classes. So if you're in primary classes for grades 3 and 4, these are the two books you'll be using, the purple one and this dark blue one. And it will say here, grades 3, 3rd to 4th grade. And then for the intermediate levels or older students, this is the third option right here, the Reconciliation in Eucharist for grades 5th and up. So you just click on the image below to access the ebook. And if you need the, it will ask you for a username and password, and this is the information that you will need right here. Write it down on a piece of paper. Once you click on this, it will ask you to enter that information. Then you'll be able to view the digital books. Let's go ahead and do that. So now you are on these options to do the digital book. So again, you follow the same one. Although it says only in Spanish, just follow the colors, but it is bilingual. So you're able to click on it, whichever one it is, and then it will give you the option. So chapter 1, you click on that, and you'll be able to open that and read it. Chapter 2, chapter 3, and so on. Let's go ahead and open that one just so you know how it looks. And these are the student books. So here they are. And kids are able to read through this along with the parents. Okay, now we'll go back. And then below the digital books, you have the lesson plan. So these are on this side are for the primary grades, 3rd through 4th. These are for the month of November. These are for the month of December. Then we will add the month of January. And here are for the intermediate levels, 5th grade and up, the ones for November and the ones for December. Just click on any of these buttons and it will open up again the document, and it will give you the lesson plan that you'll be able to follow for that particular month. This section is for the Spanish. And then the next step you need to know, the final step, is to go all the way to the bottom. So to avoid, we want to avoid any paperwork being passed too much from us to you and so on, especially during this pandemic. So this is the way we will be doing a review at the end of each month. So once you finish the assignments for the month, please log back into the web page and go all the way to the bottom in this gray section and fill this form out. And the instructions are here below. It says, please submit this form at the end of each month to show you have completed the monthly assignment with your children or child. You will not need to turn in any other assignments since we are trying to avoid handling of paperwork during this pandemic. This form is only for children in preparation for First Holy Communion. Then to fill out a review for another student in a different class, please go to that particular page. So the form is pretty simple. You enter both parents' names or the parents' names. Children, only the first field is required and the other two are not, in case you have more than one child in First Communion preparation. Then you will select the catechist that you're meeting with. You have the options here. Then once you fill out the questions, go ahead and answer these below. So just read through these questions. It will require the children's responses, but you can type it in for them. Once you finish answering the questions, then just click the submit button, and this comes to us via email. So you don't have to do anything else, just fill this out. If you are doubtful that it came, you can always call us just to make sure that it did come through. So always refer back to our webpage just to have any more information. We will add the printed version of the prayers also that are required, and that's still waiting to be added on here. And then later on, we'll have another parent meeting as well to discuss how the second half of the year will be. But as for right now, this is your guide onto the First Communion webpage. Hopefully this has been helpful. Any other questions, just give us a call here in the office in St. Anne's at 209-369-1907. Thank you again, and God bless you. Goodbye.